Well, good morning from Indonesia. I just have my call to start my day. How was your day?
It was good. We
Was good.
didn't really, school was easy. Didn't really do much.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, today I'm gonna try to bring you to another word in
Okay.
transition. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about something that may be curious,
Okay.
dreams for the future. Okay. We try to think, okay,
Mhm.
or okay, you try to think. The first picture that comes to you in your mind when you imagine about your life 10 years from now.
Laugh a little, heal a little, too spicy blue TV. Made for you, cry a little, rise a little, new spicy blue TV. Made for you. Hey, hey.
Okay, 10 years from now, I'll be 26.
Correct.
I'll hopefully be done with college. I think I'll be moved in with my hopefully husband,
Okay.
uh, maybe a kid. Yeah, I think I'll have a kid,
You already
hopefully a
have a kid.
husband, done with
Have a
school, have a
kid
good
and
job.
husband. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. So what do you think what you're doing in that time?
I'll probably be, hopefully, I'll have a good job. I want to be a CRNA, which is like a nurse that does
Oh,
anesthesia.
you want to be a nurse?
And
Okay.
so hopefully I'll be working at a good hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really beautiful dream.
Yeah.
And you still in Arkansas, still in Carla, or where?
Hopefully still in Arkansas, probably more towards Little Rock. So like 45
Oh,
minutes from here,
go to the
just because
city.
that's where
It's
a
right to move.
hospital is. And so hopefully that'll
So
work
I think
out.
you date a boy from around in the Arkansas. That's why
Yeah.
okay. When I'm thinking about, my life in 10 years ago, okay,
Yeah.
your dream, and I just talk about my reality 10 years ago.
Oh.
Well, I was thinking like what I was. I just with Hisham, Jesse is not with us yet. And
Yeah.
I don't even think that I have the American husband at all in that time, 16. Yeah. I'm
That's
still,
crazy.
yeah, I never think that I
Wow.
have like the Alan as my husband American. I date the foreigner. No. I can say was like just the traditional wife. I do a little bit job in that time. So I stay in Jakarta in the city also.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think I got a divorce and then now married an American husband. And 10
Mhm.
years from now, well, I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope we together.
Yeah, right. Fingers crossed. Because 10 years, it doesn't sound like that long, but it can either be super long or super short.
You're right, you're right.
Because 10 years ago in 2016 doesn't feel like that long ago. But then when I think 20 or 10 years in the future, it sounds so much longer.
All right. Then you want to be a nurse.
Yes,
So,
that's the goal.
that's the goal.
Yes.
You already like looking for the university for that? Or what?
So I actually just decided this today. I'm gonna go to, it's called a business academy, but
Okay.
they help you kind of like, so like I would go into a healthcare program. And so like I would go to school in the morning
Okay.
and then it's just in Lone Oak. So it's only 10 minutes from school. But I would go to school in the morning and then when school starts, I would get on a bus with like some other kids who want to do
Okay.
this program and go to this business academy and then stay there for my first period, my second period, and my third period. And so we have 8 periods in a day, so it would take up like a third of my day. And I do that for those 3 periods, and I would go in like a healthcare program, and it'll take a year off of my medical school.
For that one.
And so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I'm hopefully gonna do that my junior year, so next year, and the year after, and then yeah, and then
Okay,
hopefully
good.
at the like around this time next year, I'll be looking into what colleges are that I'm interested in.
That's really good. I mean, you already prepared for your dream.
Yeah, I'm trying to set myself up to where I know what's gonna happen and I can
That's
try to,
that's good. That's good.
because if I can do this through my school now
Mm-hmm.
and then not have to do the extra year of medical school, that'll take off Like it's so much cheaper to do it that way. So yeah, I'm excited.
So what the idea come from? Come from your mother or you looking yourself, that kind of stuff?
Me. So we got a sheet of paper at school. Like my counselor gave it to us, and she does
Okay.
like all of our schedules and everything. And at the bottom, there was a thing that said the Business Academy. It said something about it.
Okay.
And I went and I asked her about it, and she was like, "Oh, well, you can go there for this, healthcare, this, whatever." And she was like, and I was like, "Healthcare?" And she was like, "It'll take a year off of your medical school if you do this for 3 periods a day at the Business Academy for 2 years." So I was like, okay. So yeah, I kind of was looking more into it, and then I just got the okay from my mom like 2 or 3 days ago. I was like talking to her about it. She was like, do it. Yeah, I was
Okay.
looking into it myself with my counselor's help.
You prepare yourself, that's good. I mean, for the 16 years old, that's a big deal.
Now is starting to be the time where I need to look and see what do I want to do in the future? You know, where do I see myself in 10 years?
That's correct.
And so, yeah, we've just kind of started doing that in school. But yeah.
What do you think, what makes you feel like successful in your future?
Successful in the future to me is if I have the job I want and
Okay.
I'm in like the program I want to be in and everything. It's really like reaching my goals. So having a good job, having a husband, and like in a good relationship, marriage, whatever it may be, have a good relationship with my family. And that's really, I would say that's successful. Even if I've looked definitely into the money of it. That's definitely a big part of it.
Mhm.
But I think it's something I just really want to do, especially because my mom, she's sick. And so I've seen what the nurses and everything do, and I've experienced it firsthand. And that's how I figured out that I wanted to do that.
Oh,
Was
wow.
I was like I see these nurses doing stuff. And there was one night back like
Mhm.
over a year ago, and my mom was sleeping and they were doing her IV and stuff. And one of the nurses came in and I was asking her and I was like, "So what does like a day in your life really look like as a nurse?" And she was talking to me about it and she was like, "Yeah, we have these like CRNAs who," and she wasn't one of them, but she was like, "and they do so much." It was talking to me about that job. And I was like, "Wait, that sounds really cool." I've been planning on this profession, I guess, for
Okay.
probably a year and a half, maybe
Oh,
2 years. I really want to do it. I don't know. And so I think if I get through my medical school and everything, which it's going to be hard, but I
I
think
bet.
if I get through that and get a job, I think that is successful because I know it's what I want to do and I'm not doing it just for the money.
Okay.
But I've seen what they do firsthand and I'm like, that's amazing.
You're gonna have a husband. You're gonna have like I don't know, 1 or 2 kids already. So, what do you think about your daily life? Like it will be busy, or you better like relax, or or adventure maybe.
So if I go through with this, they typically only work 2 or 3 days a week.
Okay.
They may, well, you kind of pick your hours and
Okay.
stuff. You know, it kind of varies, especially with what hospital you're at and how much staff they have and all that kind of stuff. But my plan would be work Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, hopefully. And yeah, I'm probably looking at about 2 or 3 days a week at one hospital. And then if I do that and I have kids, then I can take my kids to school on the days my husband, on the days I'm off and he has to go to work and everything. And so, yeah, I could take my kids to school, pick them up, get my groceries done, all that.
And traveling.
Yeah. I would have a lot of time to travel for sure.
What
But yeah,
country that you want to visit with your husband and kids?
I really want to visit Germany. I've wanted to
Germany.
see Germany. So I did German my 6th grade year, my 7th grade year, my 9th grade year, and then I'm doing it this year too.
So you can speak German?
I can conversate in German and I
Okay.
can read German, but I
Uh-huh.
can't just like say it. if
Say
makes
that.
sense. Yeah, but I've
Okay.
wanted to see
Okay.
Germany for so long. So my senior year, a big thing is
Uh-huh.
like a senior trip.
Okay,
And
okay.
so I think I've been trying to talk my mom into going to Germany a little bit. I've kind of put it out there, but that's where that's the country I would probably want to see the most, at least once in my life.
Okay.
And so,
It's not that far though from US, right? It's probably
it's not that
8
far. It's
hours or
probably,
something.
yeah, I think total flight time, it'd be like 6 hours,
See, it's not that
maybe.
far, right?
It's really not that far, but
So, 10 years from now, can you imagine what kind of friends around you?
okay. Hopefully, I'll still have most, if not some, of my high school friends.
Do you talk about your dream already and they have the similar
A little
or
bit, a little bit. My friends from St. Louis definitely know a little bit more about it
okay,
because I've just been around them longer. And so,
correct.
so definitely that. Hopefully I'll have friends from college. Hopefully I'll have work friends. And yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think your 10 years from now, 26, it will be 14 years back for me. In that age, well, I still have a friends around me, like community. I do like my hobby friends. I have like my work friends and some college, hang out, sales, something like that. But if we talk about me right now, I keep it small right now. It's totally different world. Oh my God, I cannot imagine that. I only have like a friend who probably 1, 2, 3 that I talk. Even about my job, I like, if I think 10 years from now in my 50, I think it will be smaller.
Well, you'll have us, like me and my mom. You'll have
Yeah, this
Barbara.
family, right? Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
have your family. So that might be good.
That's correct.
Because I
Yeah,
kind of look
yeah.
at my family, like obviously they're my family, but I also
Mhm.
treat my family like they're my best friend. Because my mom has kind of told me some of her stories. And then once we start our lives outside of college and we're in real jobs and husbands and kids and we kind of get caught up in our own lives, I think my circle will become smaller just gradually.
How important family do you think in your future?
Very. I want to have, it's definitely hard to say because I don't know what my husband's relationship with his family is going to be like and if he has siblings and everything. But
Hmm.
I feel like if my husband has sisters
Okay.
or if his mom's still alive or whatever, I think I definitely want to be close with them and be able to go do things with them. And then I want to be able to have a space in my home where I can have my family over and his family over and it be comfortable because I think family time is so important. And even just the family in your house, if you sit down and have dinner, maybe not even every night because commitments and all that kind of stuff, but I think if you just sit down once, twice, 3, 4 times a week, you can just connect with them so much.
Okay.
And yeah,
That's really
so
important. Right. Do you ever think that you maybe stay overseas,
mhm.
different country or never?
Probably not. I don't know if I definitely, there's a lot of places I want to travel to and see, but I don't know if I could be that far from my family.
Okay.
I'm definitely not like opposed to it. Like I don't have my nose up to it, but I don't see it.
Besides your dream be a nurse,
Mhm.
do you have another skill or talent that you want to develop in the next 10 years?
Think
Do
so,
you
really.
like sing maybe? You got to take a singing
I
class,
think I want to I don't think I'll do it right now, but I want to get back into guitar because I did
Oh, you like
guitar
music?
for
You
a couple
play guitar?
years. I did. I don't know how good I would be now. I haven't picked up a guitar in
Hey, my
3 years.
husband has guitar in that house. You can play.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
has.
And I have my guitar and then I have my dad's guitar. One of my
Wow.
cousins has it now because we gave it to him because
Okay.
that was him and my dad's thing was music. But yeah, I want to get back into that. I don't know if I'll do that now. I don't know if I'll do that when I'm in college, whatever. But that's
Uh-huh.
definitely something I want to do again in the future.
All right. The play guitar, play music. Your husband will be musician.
Yeah, right.
It's possible, right? It's possible.
Right, for sure.
Right. You have what? Your fear or worries about your future? Or you just feel like you feel fine right now? Is everything, I mean, you prepare.
Right now, I feel really good about it. I feel like I have my future kind of planned out
Okay,
somewhat.
good.
I obviously can't say this is going to happen on this day, but I definitely have what I want to do set up, my timeline and everything.
That's good.
I don't know. I'm scared a little bit that I'll be in college and then I think it's too hard. And
Okay.
then I'm just like, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore. But I don't think I would do that just because I know I've wanted it for so long. But yeah, I'm a little worried I'm not going to find the right person, but I know the right person will come to me and everything.
I
So,
know your mother gonna filter it, don't worry.
oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think that's really all my worries right now.
If you're 30 years old, okay, can send a message to you right now, what do you think it will, you in the 30 talk to you right now?
I think I would just say keep on track. You're working hard for your future. You've worked hard. Just keep it up. Keep your eye on the prize. And just stay close with family. Because at the end of the day, that's what you have is your family. Keep working hard. Yeah, I think that's
We're gonna repeat this podcast in the next 15 years. Remember that.
okay, girl.
You make your trap for yourself, girl.
Right. So you know where I'm at in 15 years.
Okay. Do you have a dream that you never told anybody else yet?
I think so. I think
Okay.
I've never really talked about, like what I want my kids to do and stuff and like where I want to be with my husband, what age I want to get married at. I've never really talked about that kind of stuff, but it's not like I'm hiding it per se.
Okay.
But
So you
yeah.
pretty like talk with your mother. It's
Yeah.
all the time.
I talk to my mom about whenever I have a new idea, I talk to her about it.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
just even like if I have an idea, like I wanted to do a coffee shop in Carlisle at the old gas station, and I was talking to her about it, and I was like, "Let's do it,"
Oh wow.
But
Oh wow.
yeah,
That's interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
I kind of talked to her like I'll come home from school and be like, "You'll never guess what happened today." I kind of tell her like everything.
Okay. Well, the last question maybe if we record another podcast in 10 years from now, what do you hope we will talking about?
Probably, definitely where we're at, like in life, and like if you like America or those kinds of things.
Okay.
Probably the kids, because hopefully I'll have some by then. Just yeah, just kind of where we're at, just like a little update, I think, and the changes that it's like for you to be in America, and then for me to have a job instead of going to school.
When I'm thinking about 10 years from now, I see you gonna be a successful, busy woman, mother. Maybe you have two.
Yeah, right? You never know.
Yeah, maybe you have twins, we don't know. And probably, I'm still struggle to find the mute button in this podcast. The good things about the future is nobody can prove you are wrong yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Nobody can prove. So.
Because I don't know, nobody knows where I'm going to be in 5, 10, 15 years. I can't even say for sure where I'm going to be. But yeah.
All right. So something that interesting, but a little bit scary too. But well, you prepare and it will be really, really good for you, girl.
Yeah. I've definitely tried to make a plan. I'm trying to think of like my counselor told me to try to think of a backup plan in case, it doesn't work. Because it very well might not, But she was like, I think honestly, Henley, if you just stick to it and give yourself, like, and do what you
Into
want to
that
do.
works correct. I think you can do it.
If you realize how long you've wanted this, if you want it that bad, you'll stick with it.
Yeah, that's correct.
And so that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Well, we arrived to the last segment. Okay. I like this segment just because I want to ask you about the short question and you need to answer fast. You remember?
Okay.
Remember this segment, right? Remember this game. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I have five, okay?
Okay.
Well, work you love or high salary?
Work and do what I love.
Famous or private?
Probably private.
Okay. Travel around the world or build one house?
Travel around the world.
Travel around the world, okay. Follow your passion or follow a safe path?
Follow my passion.
Okay. The last one, plan everything or let the life surprise you?
Have everything planned, but have it still surprise me. Still. I think. Because I have my plan, but I know there's going to be surprises.
Need both, right?
Yeah, I need a little bit of both.
Okay. So, really nice to talk to you
It
about
was nice.
your dream, your future dream. I hope everything just running as your plan. We're gonna see you again in the 10 years
Yes.
with a beautiful life. Yes, amen, amen, amen. Okay, see you in the next episode. I think Alan gonna join us maybe.
Okay.
All right, bye bye, bye bye,
Bye,
bye.
girl.